And this is, once you get onto that treadmill, what happens is that your body changes very quickly. The perception of yourself changes as well. You become big and strong and fit. And also because you don't do any of the things that your peers might be doing, such as taking drugs or drinking wine or getting drunk at parties. All of this is all these landmines are avoided.
So why did you do it? If you were unmanageable and you were a discipline problem in school, why were you willing to subjugate yourself to the discipline of rowing?
Because of glory. And I think glory is important. I think we live in a glory-free world. In fact, when the Queen's passing, what was interesting was something that we started to hear beautiful and sublime language again. And it's in contrast to the very clunky, bureaucratic language that we now hear more and more. This idea of glory for me has always mattered.
So when your father proposed the rowing as an option, were you familiar with it at all?
No, not really, no. In fact, I was surprised that my father had been a rower. But then it turns out that my grandfather was a rower as well. And it also turns out that Story is a Norwegian name, S-T-O-R-R, means big in Norwegian, and I'm 6 foot 8. And we have Norwegian origins. And I think if you trace the Story family back, we are Vikings. So I think we were always great people. But no,
it's quite a transition to go from someone who's making trouble like that to someone who's disciplined and athletic. And you said, so how did you perceive the opportunity for what you call glory? Like, why did that beckon to you, do you think? And was it related to, in some ways, to that impulse that had driven you to cause trouble to begin with?
Maybe. I got into trouble very often. I got into fights very often. And I think the idea of being physically strong mattered to me at the time. It's something that I could control. I wasn't patient in something, but I liked the idea of seeing myself grow into a man, because I started at the age of 13, 14, and that transition, I was 6 foot. I was 6 foot when I was 12. And so going to the gym, in fact, spending some time with my dad at the gym was important. So all of this was not subjugation, it was the desire to do it. It was the desire to be strong, and it was the desire to push myself and to prove to others that child that was always in trouble could become something much greater.
Yeah, well, it's a lovely way of conceptualizing the idea of the regulation of aggression, so to speak, because generally in our culture,